What is going on, guys? This is Ben. You're bringing another Brawl Stars video. The other day, I asked you if you wanted to see more ranking videos, and the unanimous answer was yes. So today, we are going to be ranking the legendary brawlers, everyone's favorite type of brawler here, if you have them unlocked, because I know maybe some of you that don't have them unlocked are like, I hate the legendaries, they're too hard. But there are this is probably the best group in Brawl Stars, the most diverse, obviously because they're legendary, but definitely like if you guys want to see some more ranking videos in the future, if you guys are enjoying these. But let's hop into this. My last pick is probably going to be very controversial, very polarizing here, but I think the worst legendary brawler, and it's tough to say that because, like, honestly, all of the legendary brawlers are good in their own right, or they have their strengths and their weaknesses, but I'm just going off of versatility, how dominant they are, and just how crazy they are, I guess. So the fourth, or the worst brawler, legendary brawler, is going to be Leon. Now hold on. Hear me out. Invis is OP. Invis itself as a mechanic is broken. But Leon has fallen out of favor a lot in the 3v3 game modes. Leon is still incredibly good in Showdown. Leon is incredibly good in Duo Showdown. Leon is amazing in Lone Star. But where Leon struggles a lot is the 3v3 game modes. He still can be okay. Let's say in Gem Grab, there's like a instance where the enemy gem carrier has a ton of gems, like 10 or something. Or let's say 8, because usually with 10 they're playing more defensive and it doesn't really happen. But let's say they have 8. Invis Leon goes and takes care of that 8-gem brawler and swings the game and they win. That happens, yes, but it's becoming less and less often because as people are learning to, like, especially in higher trophies, a lot of people are learning to how to play against Leon, or they have been recently, especially in Gem Grab, where say Leon is getting close to his Invis or has Invis, or it's a time where maybe Leon might be going Invis, you kind of just huddle up with your teammates a lot. In Bounty, there's better options now, and then also in Heist, he's not very great in Heist. Brawl Ball, he is okay, but Brawl Ball is really more of like a control game mode right now, I feel like, or tanky brawlers in a way. And Leon really struggles because, like, back in the day, he was the highest DPS brawler in the game, but nowadays, not so much. And especially with, like, brawlers like 8-bit that are tanky and do a ton of damage, it's a little bit more trickier for Leon in the 3v3 game modes. Then obviously Siege, he's not as great as he once was. But and then in Takedown, I don't really like using him in Takedown either, mainly in Lone Star. But if you're playing solo, you probably think Leon is OP because he's very good and very solid, but to kind of balance him out compared to the other brawlers, he's not as versatile compared to the other ones in my eyes. So that's why we have Leon at the 4th spot. He's one of my favorite brawlers, don't get me wrong. I love the Invis. Invis itself is broken, but with the changes to his damage, with the changes to, like, him having that little icon on his Invis, he has fallen out of favor. And I think the other ones offer a little bit more versatility, and they're just very solid. Now, one brawler, the third worst brawler, or the third legendary brawler, is going to be Crow. I flipped actually back and forth between Crow and Leon. I'm not joking here, but Crow is also very good in Showdown. He's got the annoying poison. Once he's locked onto you, you can't heal up. It's crazy. But where Crow has the edge on Leon is he's actually a lot more scary of a brawler to face, or he's very solid in the other options in different modes. Like, he's a very good brawler in Gem Grab. Sometimes he does struggle, don't get me wrong, but on the more wide open maps, he's pretty solid. Now, you're not going to really see him in Brawl Ball at all. You're not really going to see him in Heist. You might actually. Sometimes you see him in Heist. Not gonna lie. And then in Siege, he can be pretty spicy as well in that. And then the new game modes, he's pretty solid too. It's just like Crow is like a solid option in pretty much every mode, except for, let's say, like the close range stuff and whatnot. But Crow is just like, the reason why I have him at 3 is because he's never like a terrible brawler. He's never like a bad pick. And he's just like always can do a lot. I feel like they're gonna keep buffing him, but he's got Carry On Chrono to do that extra damage, and they just buffed his main star power damage where it reduces enemies' damage. Crow is just like that annoying brawler, and when it's a good Crow, it's very difficult to deal with. He has that escapability with his super. He still can be an assassin and do a ton of damage if he lands it. But the reason why we gave the edge to Crow, I literally just said it, is because he's more versatile, can be used in more modes across the game. And he's just a little bit better option in a lot of 3v3 game modes, and he's still very good in the solo modes. Now, second brawler here, you may be wondering, Ben, if you're talking versatility, it's gotta be this one. It is Spike. Spike forever has been like my favorite legendary brawler. Hopefully, maybe someday they give him voice acting. I get that he's a cactus, but still, he still should get some. I mean, like, robots got voice acting. I mean, yeah, they could be programmed. I guess you got me there. I don't know. I just hope he gets voice acting in the future. Maybe some sort of sounds or just, I don't know. But Spike, enough of that. Maybe we drop him a few tiers because he doesn't have voice acting. No, I'm just kidding. Leon doesn't have it either. Leon doesn't have voice acting yet either. But basically, Spike is just a monster. Very good in the 3v3 game modes. Pretty much good in anything. Stay away from him in Heist. Maybe Bounty, you don't really do it at, like, you don't really mess with him in that. But every other game mode, Spike is a very good option. He is like, you want to use Spike? Yes. Good. Fine. Showdown. Spike. Fine. Deal with Showdown. Good. Gem Grab. Amazing. It's just like Takedown. Even good, too. You made my list in the Takedown rankings. Lone Star. Solid option as well. The reason why Spike, I feel like you don't see him all the time in game modes is because obviously he's a legendary. With any of these, you maybe aren't seeing them all the time. So maybe if in your metas or your trophy range, if Spike wasn't a legendary brawler, you'd be seeing him all the time. But Spike is crazy. His super is really, really awesome. It has dual. Well, okay, let's be real here. Most people are using Curveball nowadays. Curveball just really lowers the skill cap for Spike because now you just throw your main attack and then Curveball is like pretty much like an automatic hit most of the time. But even so, with his super, it has more versatility if you're using Fertilizer, where if you need to heal up, you can go that route. If you need to do that extra damage, you can go that route to finish off a brawler. If you need to slow down brawlers, you're good to go. Like in Takedown, in Siege, he can just slow down the brawlers, the boss brawlers so much, for takedown wise. He can get like, so it slows down that boss brawler. You can easily hit your shots and go from there. In Siege, say that boss brawler is running, or the robot brawler is running to your side. Did I say baller? Spike is a baller, but say that robot brawler or boss, I don't even know what the correct term is. Say the robot is like going down your lane in Siege. You throw on Spike super, it literally slows him down so much, especially if it's in his Ike range, and it just helps out so much. A lot of times you're not even gonna take damage. Now, the crazy thing too, is just how much damage he does when he actually lands his main attacks. The one downside with Spike, he takes once you first unlock him, it takes him a little bit to get used to his he's really squishy, let's be real here, but pretty much most of the legendary brawlers, well, some of them are because of Crow as well, but he's a little bit on the squishier side. So you gotta get a little bit used to that because he's not as fast as Crow, obviously, to like evade and get away and jump out and everything. But he's just a damage dealer. He's crazy. He deserves a second spot. Wow, this is very surprising, I know. It's Sandy. So Sandy puts Leon to shame. Hey, you like Invis? Invis is OP. Well, why not have your whole team go Invis for 12 seconds? 12 seconds. That's crazy. When Leon was at his peak, his invis was 10 seconds. And you think 6 seconds is still crazy? Sandy has it for 12 seconds, man. And it's like, Sandstorm, don't even get me started. When you get his star power, his original star power, the one that deals damage, this is broken. The range of that super is absolutely ridiculous. Not to mention, you get that star power, it does 200 damage. So what that 200 damage does for you for 12 seconds, if that enemy is in there, it's crazy. He can check large areas of brush or grass, whatever you want to call it, and just check to see if brawlers are there. He can zone off, like say a brawler's semi-weak and trying to heal up. He can zone off a whole area because they're not going to be able to enter that sandstorm without taking damage, so it basically stops them from healing up. That's not to mention even his main attack. His main attack does a lot of damage. He does reload slow, so there is that going for him, but it still does a ton of damage. He melts basically all of the squishy brawlers. He melts Tick. I saw a comment the other time where it was like, whenever the YouTubers mention these squishy brawlers that are like 3,300 or lower at max, I think it's like 3,380 or lower, they always forget to mention Tick. That's right, I don't know why, but it's Tick, Barley, Spike, Crow, Rico, Piper. I think there's a couple more. Barley, did I say Barley? I don't know. The brawlers that have really low health. Sandy is going to 3-hit all of them. So keep that in mind. He's quick, got a lot of damage, can be invis, That super can lock down, it can zone, it can check brush for you. It lasts for 12 seconds. Your whole team gets invis. Like what? This is like a complete broken brawler. I'm surprised there hasn't been a hot fix yet. So in the future, if you're watching this and Sandy has gotten hard nerfed, he might drop a little bit, but still, like, Sandy's just crazy. Hopefully you guys were able to unlock him. Basically with Sandy though, he's good in like the solo modes. The only one I don't really like him in is takedown. He's good. He does a ton of damage, but just like high crazy DPS, it's not that great. So that's what you're trying to go for in takedown. And he's not the greatest at getting off like a huge crap ton of damage over a extended period of time. He's really good for like quick burst damage, but not so much that extended over time damage. So that's why he's not very good in takedown. But the other modes, yes, maybe heist, you tend to stay away, but every other game mode, Sandy can be used for, and it's good. I don't know. That's my thoughts though. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of comments saying, oh, I think Crow is worse than Leon, or Leon's better than Crow, but the top two I think are pretty solidified there. I can see arguments for Crow and Leon at that 4th spot either way, but Sandy I think is right now #1 top dog, because he's crazy. He's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know why I keep repeating myself with Sandy, because it's just like, that's all I see right now in a lot of the high-end trophy matches, and it's just like, really? Gem grab, broken, bounty, not so much bounty, not so much other one, siege. Oh my gosh, it's annoying, it's crazy. But Sandy, guys, let me know what you guys think. The reason why maybe I put Leon in the last note is reflecting on this, because Sandy is like Leon's super kind of like 2.0 in a way. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know what is your favorite legendaries, or how many legendaries maybe you even have unlocked. But if you don't have any legendaries and you're watching this, I wish you luck. Hopefully you unlock some soon. But thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Stay tuned for some Brawl Stars videos, and I'll see you guys later.